Are we live? We're live? Oh my God. All right. Amazing. Hello, everybody. I think all right. Shout out, y'all. Shout out, y'all. Wait, Kimberly, thank you for becoming a member. And Chat Boy, thank you for becoming a member. Hello, everybody. So, as you can tell, I think I figured things out a little bit since yesterday. Isn't this nice? Isn't this nice? I think I figured things a little bit out more. I'm using my camera now, so the quality probably looks better. You guys can hear me okay, right? The audio is matching the camera. By the way, if I'm looking down here, so you're here, the chat is down here. So if I'm looking this way, I promise I'm not ignoring you. I'm not panicking. You are? What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Yes? Oh, amazing. Amazing. Okay, what's up, everybody? Great to see you. A little louder. Maybe I can fix that in a second here. Alicia, thank you for becoming a member as well. Golly, audio's good. Sound is good. Sounds great. We can hear. W camera. Hell yeah. Just saw a Sherrod Brown commercial. Amazing. I love that. Great. Okay. So alert me, because I had to adjust this just a little bit. The camera and the audio, like the visual and the audio, is not syncing, but I fix it a little bit. If it looks a little bit out of whack, just tell me, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. So hi, everybody. We're back on YouTube. This is fun. What is this? Can somebody mute this? Like, can we put this Kivo person in timeout, bro? This person. How do I put this person in timeout, man? Can one of the mods do that? Because I can't do it. I have to I can go into my own YouTube chat. One sec. Let me do it. This person's annoying. It looks good. People are saying it looks good. Video is pixelated. Let me go into I'm gonna go into the live and see. Just make sure that things are good. Also, make sure to like the live. The video does look pixelated. Is that bad Wi-Fi? Why is that? Why is that? Why is it bad? Why is that? Also, make sure to like the live. Sorry, I'm listening. I know it's probably annoying to hear. I know it's probably annoying. I'll stop that. Is it pixelated for everybody? Mine's fine. It is fine. Not pixelated. Okay, maybe it's fine. Yeah, we're still trying to figure everything out. It's still a work in progress, as you can tell. But we're here. I have some stuff that I was gonna make a YouTube video on. I was gonna make its own video, but I think we'll just look at it here. And look at this. Oh, look at the full camera. Ooh, oh, sorry. It's a little, looks good. I think some people it's saying it's pixelated. Some people it's not. It goes back and forth. Looks fine. Mine's very clear. How to become a member. So for some reason, you can't become a member on iPhone or iPad. You can go into your browser, but there should be a money symbol, I think, at the bottom if you're on a laptop or a computer or desktop. And you can become a member that way. Shout out to all the members, by the way. I looked after the stream last night. We did a 40-minute test stream. We got 20 members in that time, which is crazy. We have I think it's 480 subscribers on YouTube. Members are the equivalent. So we already have 20. And people were super chatting and things like that. It's super cool. All right. Well, people are saying it's good for me. It's pixelated. Definitely pixelated. I'm watching on a computer. Well, I wonder why. I wonder why for some people it is pixelated. There is a join button on the computer. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. That's what I suspected. I like YouTube better than Twitch. I also am personally a YouTube person over Twitch. Mod me. Can I mod Mara? I have to go into the YouTube chat. I should mod Mara. Hold on. Add as a moderator. Here we go. Managing moderator. You get the highest level of moderator. Yo, my man, Ben Geller's here. Ben Geller's here. He sent $1.99 saying MAGA. I got to thank Ben for it, but I don't like the message. Change to 720p. Maybe people change to 720p. I don't know. Probably internet speed. Change resolution to 720p to fix. Could be other people's Wi-Fi. Still trying to figure everything out. Managing moderator. You get the highest level of moderator. Yo, my man, Ben Geller's here. Ooh. Ben Geller's here. He sent $1.99 saying. Wait, let me mute myself. All right, I figured. Okay, I changed the speed. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That was somewhat irrelevant to this. But okay, well, hopefully, for some reason, some people are saying that it's pixelated. Some people are other. Is the pixelated bad enough for me to dedicate time to fixing it? Like, is the pixelated that bad, or is it like, okay, I'm directly? It's probably in the setting somewhere. It's not that bad. No, people are saying no. Okay, great. Wonderful. People are saying no. I take your guys' word for it. All right. So look, I have some. Let me go over here. I have some things I wanted to shout out. Acid. This guy, my God. Close the direct messages. Close the direct messages. Close them. Trump had a. Whoa, this is super annoying. That's not what I wanted. Trump had an interview tonight, and I wanted to react live to some of it. If I can. Let me try. I'll try to keep the chat up for me. If not broken, don't fix it. All right, great. So yeah, there's well, the problem is I won't be able to see the chat. Please stop. How do I go back? Oh, that's super annoying. I can't keep the chat up. Sorry, this is still a work in progress. Trump, can you please stop talking? Annoying. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll be super nice. Whoa, can you not do that? Sorry, let me pull up the chat again for me. There we go. Oh, wait, somebody became a member. Ben, my man. Oh, Ben, I know Ben. Ben's always supporting. Thank you, brother, for becoming a member. And Kisa, thank you for the $1.99 saying Kamala 2024, it can look better, but is okay. Oh, you know, I think I appreciate that. I appreciate that input. I think it's probably good for now. I think that's what people were saying. What people were saying in the chat. All right, sorry. I know it's taking like 20 minutes to actually get up and running, and like, you know, I didn't want like I just wanted to react to this Trump interview, or at least parts of it. Maybe Trump interview Fox. Maybe they'll have it in its entirety. No, this is 4 weeks ago. Did Fox not publish it yet? Of course they didn't. Fox sucks. Look at this. I mean, look at this, man. Like, all of this is just nonsense. The Fox is so terrible. So they haven't published it yet, so I won't exit out of YouTube. We'll just Yo, Cherry, thank you for the $10 in super chat. I appreciate you. That's very kind. That's very kind. And Kevin, thank you for becoming a member, my man. I appreciate you. Of course, love supporting you, Harry. Someday I'll vote for you for POTUS. Yo, Ben, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we're gonna So I can't see the chat when I'm like watching this, obviously, but if anybody like super chats or becomes a member, just let me know, and I will circle back. You know what I mean? All right, so let's just take a look at some of these clips from this Trump interview tonight. I just want to see what we got here. Whoa, there's a lot of clips. Let's try.
You've been a man of faith.
Oh God.
You go to church.
Wait, can you guys hear this? Pause. Can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear it? Yeah? You guys can hear it? Okay, great. All right. Two things before we start reacting to all this stuff. Make sure to like the video. Somebody was in the chat yesterday telling us that when you like the stream, it helps it. It like boosts it, like the same kind of equivalent on TikTok. So make sure to like the stream somewhere down there. Well, here, let me make this a little bit better. Somewhere down there. And subscribe, of course. I post on YouTube every day. I posted a video today. If you haven't checked it out, make sure to go check it out. Leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. Sorry. But yeah, all right. Let's start with this Trump interview. Let's see what we got going on here. This is my first time reacting to this. I haven't seen, I saw one clip from it tonight, which I made a TikTok about, but I haven't seen it in its entirety, or at least the majority of clips from it. So I just let's see what we got going on here. And hopefully
you've been a man of faith. You go to church. You believe in God. Has this further your belief, your commitment, and obviously God, in addition to that chart, saved your life. He has a purpose for you. Do you think about these things?
Well, I think you believe more because when you speak to experts, like my sons who are shooting experts, but when you speak to experts, they said there was no chance that he could have missed from that distance. I think he was hurried. I think he was rushed because people were starting to say, there's a guy up there with a gun.
You've been a man of faith.
Okay. All right. Hold on now. Hold on now. I always have to preface conversations like this about the Trump assassination attempt by saying, it should have never happened under any circumstances. Political violence under any circumstances is wrong. And, obviously I'm happy that Donald Trump is okay. Truly. That would have been, it's obviously morally wrong. It's terrible, but it also would have been really bad for the country. But with that said, the idea that Trump is a religious man is laughable. This is, again, it's so mind-boggling when people say this. This is a guy who hasn't stepped foot in a church in who knows how long. When he was asked what his favorite Bible verse was, he couldn't name it. When he was asked, does he prefer the New Testament or the Old Testament, he said that they're equal. And, don't forget when he held the Bible in front of the church and had the people clear out protesters in Lafayette Square in DC in 2020 when he was still president. And also, to state the obvious, this is someone who has cheated on all three of his wives. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I'm not sure that is somebody who can be described as a religious person. I also don't think that a religious person does and acts in the way that Donald Trump does. I mean, grab him by the blank. I mean, we've heard that before with Donald Trump. Found liable for assaulting women, committing business fraud. Pretty sure that stealing, as Donald Trump has done, is against the 10 Commandments, against the fundamentals of the religion he claims to be a part of. And I'm also pretty sure that committing crimes is also prohibited. But, regardless, you have this Fox News host, I think his name is Mark Levine, I think, not 100% sure, praising him, saying, oh, well, you're a religious man and you believe in God. Come on, man. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. It's so ridiculous, man, when people, these Fox News hosts. I said this in a video the other day on YouTube, actually, that Fox News is quite literally an arm of the Trump campaign. I mean, they really are at this point. That's all they are. They're an arm of the Trump campaign. And they have these interviews, these puff pieces with him where they praise him, they hype him up and all that stuff. And And this is just an example of that. Oh, you're religious, man. Come on, let's go to the
And
next one.
luckily, he was taken out quickly. But I'll tell you, if he wasn't, it would have
like
been
nothing.
like in Las Vegas.
It's like nothing. What do we got
But
here?
no, I think you think like if you believed in God, you believe in God more. And somebody said like, why? And I'd like to think that God thinks that I'm going to straighten out our country. Our country is so sick and it's so broken. Our country is just broken. And maybe that was the reason. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh my God. His whole thing is like, God saved me. First of all, to even like compare it to Las Vegas is insane. But this whole like God save me thing to like fix the country is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. B Blake, can you stop spamming, please? We just have a no spamming rule. But this whole like God save me thing is so ridiculous. Again, he's not even religious. I don't even know what he's talking about here. And the idea that like God saved him so he could straighten out our country is so weird. It's just like all he's doing with this talking point is obviously trying to appeal to like the religious base, being like, oh well, God saved me and I'm here for a reason. And he's trying to use their religion to convince them to vote for him. It's just another one of his like really gross tactics to convince voters. We were just talking about this in the live stream on TikTok where he's lying about people's finances to get votes. And now he's lying about like the religious aspect. It's so this campaign that he's running on is like, it's like a bunch of sticks and stones, man. It's like a house built of sticks. I swear to God. Yo, Kimberly, thank you for the $1.99 saying blue and PA first time voting. God, I love that. First time voter in Pennsylvania. Are you kidding me? And voting blue. We love that, man. We love that. So weird. It's so weird. Let's go on the next clip. What do we got here? What was it? Was this one, right? We just saw?
But
yeah, we just saw this one. Let's try this one.
now this is the United States. When it came to Hillary, you remember they subpoenaed her stuff and she bleach bit. That's where it's basically acid.
What? What? What is this guy talking about? Oh my God. It's so difficult to listen to this guy speak. Gerald, thank you for becoming a member, my man. I appreciate you. What's up, Rat Boy? Good to see you, man. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? I said this recently as well. Donald Trump's entire campaign is making stuff up on the spot. Like he'll just like in the moment make it up and run with it, and then it'll become like a new talking point. Like I swear to God, the Hannibal Lecter thing was made up on the spot. Maybe you watched the movie, maybe you watched Silence of the Lambs the night before, and he's speaking at this rally. He goes, "Well, Hannibal Lecter, he's gonna eat you for breakfast," or whatever he says. It's so look at that in Meg in the chat. It's painful. It really is. Like listening to Donald Trump speak is actually painful. It's so absurd. It's so absurd. Wait, hold on one sec. Sorry. It's so absurd. Tough to listen to him when he was president. Even worse now. I agree, John. I 100% agree with that. Very strange. Let's go to the next clip.
I had to make a decision. Do I want to do this? Do I want to put the wife of the President of the United States and Secretary of State, by the way, do I want to put her in prison? And I'm trying to unify a country that really was broken badly. If you look at, what was going on with Obama when I took this over, this country had tremendous hatred, anxiety, a lot of hatred. And do I want to put the wife of a president of the United States in prison? I didn't want to do that. And then when I get out, it's like,
oh my God.
It's amazing, actually. It's
oh
amazing.
my God.
And it's such
oh my
a bad
God, it makes me so
precedent
mad.
because people are going to think about it differently. They're going to think about it differently, and it's very sad, actually.
Oh my God, it's gonna make me. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out when I listen to this guy. Hold on. Look at this. Okay. Oh my God. The New York Times really. Look. Okay. All you have to do is look at this. You can see my. Hold on. Let me make sure you can see my screen. Yeah. All you have to do is look at this. This, among many other things, many other things, many other things. He's rewriting history. Trump in that. Okay. So in that video, for some context, I've heard Trump made this argument before. He says something like, well, you know, I could have jailed Hillary Clinton. I could have jailed Obama, but I chose not to because I'm such a good guy. And I would have never investigated them. And now the Democrats, shout out to our first responders out there. Hopefully you can hear them. Shout out to our first responders. They're doing good work. And now he's saying, well, the Democrats are investigating me. They're prosecuting me. I'm better than them. They're going after their political opponent. So two things. Number one, Donald Trump and his Department of Justice did like everything in their power to try to jail Hillary Clinton. As you can see, this New York Times article, they invested the Clinton Foundation until Trump's term ended, all the way up. And there was multiple investigations into Hillary Clinton via the DOJ under Trump as well, aside from just the Clinton Foundation. It might even be this. I don't even know what this is yet. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this. The document obtained through the Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, litigation by American oversight is a formal November 2017 letter from Sessions to U.S. Attorney for Utah, John Huber, and has never been released to the public. In a sworn declaration filed in November 2018 in response to, can you please get off my screen? Please go away. In response to America's oversight lawsuit, the Justice Department had insisted that no written directive existed and that all guidance to Huber had been delivered verbally. Trump has repeatedly tweeted demands for DOJ to investigate Clinton as well through the 2016 campaign. On November 13, 2017, Assistant Attorney General Stephen Boyd wrote to former House Judiciary Committee Chair Robert Goodlatte, informing him that Sessions had directed senior federal prosecutors to evaluate issues that the congressman had raised in previous letters. Goodlatte had written to Sessions calling for the appointment of a special counsel to investigate Clinton and her use of an email server. My God. But until now, the full scope of Huber's mandate had not been disclosed. The new documents obtained by American Oversight show that on November 22nd, 2017, Sessions wrote to Huber and directed him to review the matters referenced in Boyd's letter and to make recommendations about whether to open new investigations or potentially even appoint a special counsel. Yeah. And you have like, and I think the documents are somewhere down here. Yeah. All these paragraphs obtained by FOIA. Show that the Trump administration absolutely tried. Hold on. Oh, Gerald, thank you for the $5 saying, love your videos. You notice the crap that's coming out of his mouth and the hole he's digging is getting deeper and deeper. You're damn right it is. You're absolutely damn right it is. Let me see here. And Todd, thank you for becoming a member. I'm sorry I'm missing these. If I am missing these, it's because I can't see the chat while I'm like looking stuff up, but understand that I love you all. You guys know that. But yeah, so like the idea that he didn't investigate the Clintons, number one, is ridiculous. It's stupid. Obviously, he investigated the Clintons. He did everything in his power. Thank you, David, for becoming a member. He did everything in his power to investigate the Clintons. But second of all, and the final thing I'll say about this, he was like, yeah, you know, when Obama left office, the country was so divided. Brother, he's the reason it was divided. First of all, the country wasn't as divided in 2016 as it was during the Trump administration. But he was the reason. He was the one saying, jail Hillary Clinton, Obama spied on me, all of this utter nonsense, further dividing the country. And his cult was just getting up and running at that point. He is the reason the country was so damn divided. It's so baffling, man. It's so baffling. That he's even claiming this. So what was that?
Whoever heard you get indicted?
Oh my God. Oh God. Just listen. If you haven't seen my TikTok yet, which many of you probably haven't, just listen to this clip. This is so outrageous. It's so outrageous. Hold on. Let me make sure. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Yo, Sherry, thank you for the 5 gifted members. I apologize. For some reason, it's just showing me that now. And David, thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to everybody doing that stuff, man. I appreciate you guys And Ice Queen, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate everybody that's becoming members or sending super chats or super stickers, all that stuff. I appreciate you guys. But if you haven't seen my TikTok yet, just watch this. Just watch this. This is the most outrageous. It's just so crazy.
Whoever heard you get indicted for interfering with a presidential election where you have every right to do it? You get indicted and your poll numbers go up. When people get indicted, your poll numbers go down.
You do not have a right to interfere with a presidential election. What? What? What the? You do not have a right to interfere in a presidential election. Can we just like one more time? Hold on. Where'd they go? Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back.
Where you have a presidential election where you have every right to do it.
I mean, my God, you do not have a right to interfere in a presidential election. Where is this guy getting this stuff from? Like, not even close. First of all, he's been indicted for interfering in the last election. He's facing 4 felony charges for that. Some of them are things like an attempt to defraud the American people. I mean, the idea that he has the ability to interfere in an election is not only like dumb, it's also just dangerous. Right? It's just dangerous. Like, can you imagine? I think that maybe people who are older than me might have some insight on this. Like, can you imagine like in 2012 when it was Obama or Mitt Romney? Can you imagine either of those candidates saying something along the lines of, well, we can interfere in an election if we want to. We can interfere in an election if we want to. You couldn't. But Donald Trump is just this lunatic, this guy who's taken the Republican Party so far right that he's sitting here in this interview saying, yeah, I have the ability to interfere in an election if I want to. This guy's such... And by the way, the real important takeaway here is not only I bet Jack Smith, the federal prosecutor, is watching, number one. Someone in the chat said forward it to Jack Smith. I agree. Number one, that's the case. But number two, he's going to keep doing this over and over and over again. He will do everything he can to get into power. So it's so important that we, the American people, come out in droves in 2024 and vote this guy out. Like, vote like we've never voted before. We did it in 2020. We got 81 million votes for the Harris-Biden ticket, the Biden-Harris ticket. Now we got to show up and do it for the Harris-Walz ticket because this guy's so dangerous, man. This guy's so dangerous. It's so ridiculous. I can't even believe it. Let's see what we got here.
Things are happening that are so crazy. I think there's no human being that was ever treated worse in Congress than Justice Kavanaugh.
And Harris led the battle.
That's right. Oh, she was vicious. Oh, she was the most vicious. She was going after them, just like with Mike Pence, where she said, you're interrupting me. I want to talk. And that's why, look, ABC is probably the worst in terms of fairness. George Flopadopoulos, the people they have there are just terrible. Jonathan Karl. But that's the only one she'll go to. Now, the other one is the...
Okay, can we please just, like, this guy's voice is so irritating, is it not? Is this guy's voice not just the worst? Okay. By the way, what Kamala Harris did to Brett Kavanaugh was amazing, number one. She asked him simply, can you name a law in the United States that regulates a man's body? You know, kind of alluding to abortion bans, right? Because they were asking, like, hey, are you going to, like, restrict the right to an abortion as a Supreme Court justice? And he couldn't. It's a super embarrassing moment. Can we find this, actually? Harris versus Kavanaugh male body question. This.
Can you think of any laws that give government the power to make decisions about the male body?
This is so embarrassing for Kavanaugh. It's actually so bad.
I'm happy to answer a more specific question. But
male versus female.
there are medical procedures.
Okay? That the government has the power to make a decision about a man's body?
I thought you were asking about medical procedures that
No,
are unique to men.
I'll repeat the question. Can you think of any laws that give the government the power to make decisions about the male body?
I'm not thinking of any right now, Senator.
God, she's so good. 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 Gerald, thank you. Hold on. Wait. Oh, come over here. She's so good. She's so good. Gerald, I think it's $5. Why is that? Why is it glitching? It's glitching. Hold on. Let me restart the chat. One sec. She's so good, man. She's actually so good. Gerald, thank you for the $5. You can't be serious. He just did. Pretty soon, fire erupting under him. Right? It's insane, man. First of all, she's awesome. Like, that was an amazing back and forth. And that's what Donald Trump is saying is like her being vicious. That she asked a very simple question to somebody who wants to be a Supreme Court justice. That guy went on to be a Supreme Court justice and was part of the reason that Roe v. Wade was overturned. This is like one of the most, at least in my knowledge of Senate hearings for Supreme Court nominees, it's one of the most embarrassing moments. Can you stop doing that? It's one of the most embarrassing moments we've ever seen. Truly. Truly. Like, brutal for Brett Kavanaugh. She's just so good. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, wait, sorry. It's just so brutal. It's just so brutal. So anyway, apologies. So brutal. So that's what he describes as vicious. Also, I think it's funny that he said that she was so vicious to Mike Pence. Donald Trump almost had Mike Pence killed. Wait. Look. Look at just look at this. Trump is legitimately trying to hold on. Why are you going all over the place? Trump is legitimately sitting here trying to claim that Kamala Harris was vicious to Mike Pence. My God, the lack of self-awareness. Look, ready? Where is it? Mark Meadows in the dining. The White House chief of staff at the time, Mark Meadows, was in the dining room off the Oval Office with Trump at one point during last year's Capitol attack. The committee has been told. Meadows then left the dining room and informed other people nearby that Trump had signaled a positive view of the prospect of hanging the vice president of the United States, aka Mike Pence at the time. Brother, please, spare me. Spare me that Kamala Harris was so mean to Donald Trump when she was debating him. I mean, my God. These people are crazy, man. These people are actually crazy. Anyway, make sure to again like the live or the live stream. It should be on your screen down there somewhere. It helps boost it, and of course, subscribe to the live stream as well. That helps. It goes a very long way. But my God, Trump's lack of self-awareness is stunning. It really is stunning, isn't it? So what do we got next?
With them because they're Trump haters at the highest level, and CNN is a Trump hater. Basically, they're liberals. I don't like to use the word progressive. It's too pretty a word. It's such a pretty word. They're progressive. Progressive means you think into the future. They're actually thinking to 3,000 years ago. These people, they're not progressive.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, man. Okay. It is always ironic to me when people are like, oh, Joe Biden can't speak. What the hell did he just say? What the hell is he talking about? What is he talking about? Oh my God. I cannot believe that this is the Republican nominee for president. Like, I talk to people all the time. And you know, like you guys see it and they're like, yeah, no, I love Trump. He speaks so well. His policies are so great. You guys just, it's so, I don't need, I don't have to say anymore. You guys know.
But I agreed to
Oh,
all
this
these
is-
things that I normally would.
Yeah, this is kind of like an extension.
Figure this out. The American people, I think a lot of them want to know, how do you come by your decisions and how do you manage in the Oval Office?
Well, I think that I learned, like I talked about the truckers, I learned about trucks, and by talking to them, in 5 minutes, I knew as much as I'm going to have to know to make decisions that are going to be earth-shattering for transportation, for moving cargo and moving a lot of other things. I learned from having interaction.
No. Look at his face. Even even this guy's like, what the hell is this guy talking about? This is a Fox News show. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Even this guy doesn't know what the hell is going on. No, they did. No way. It's so funny how they look.
To know
They panned away from
to
Trump.
make decisions that are going to be earth-shattering for transportation, for moving cargo and moving a lot of other things. I learned from having interaction.
No. This no. Come on, man. Wait, they did. Fox News actually did Trump dirty. Look at this guy's face. He has no idea what he's talking about. First of all, listen to his last sentence
They're
right
going to
there.
be earth-shattering for transportation, for moving cargo and moving a lot of other things.
Wait, look, okay. The irony, just listen to that irony. He goes, I learned from truckers everything I'm going to need to know in 5 minutes about moving cargo and moving many other things. He couldn't even come up with something else that's moved around the United States but cargo. He goes, I talked to truckers for 5 minutes and I learned everything I need to know. But then can't name the things that are transported around the United States other than cargo. I mean, that back-to-back is brutal for Donald Trump. But, like, I mean, God, this speaks yet again, to how incompetent Donald Trump really is. I mean, this is a guy who thinks that he had a 5-minute conversation with said individual. That means that he's now qualified. He is like the most egotistical, arrogant lunatic out there, where he genuinely thinks that, I've learned everything I need to know in 5 minutes. Transportation and the way that the country moves and the way that we ship things on highways, we transport across the ocean, we have planes coming in and out every single day, transporting from countries around the world, is a very complex system. And it's one that people have like dedicated their lives to perfecting and studying. And Donald Trump's out here with his arrogant self being like, I learned it in 5 minutes. It's Dunning-Kruger effect. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Am I right in saying that? The Dunning-Kruger effect. Am I right in saying that? Yeah. Overestimate their own abilities or knowledge. Exactly. Donald Trump is overestimating his own ability and knowledge, as he does so often. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. I really don't want to miss anybody's like membership or anything like that. Or like super chats. Oh, wait. I think I accidentally... Wait, one sec. Wait, let me just... Sorry, I think it's like a little bit uneven. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll leave it. But that's remarkable. I mean, that like every single one of these clips is so bad. Where are we at?
But I agree.
Did this one.
And China paid me.
Oh, Doc Schultz. My man. 1999 super chat. Happy to become a member. You are so inspiring. Yo, can we get some love for Doc Schultz? God. Show some love for Doc Schultz in the chat here. 1999 super chat? You're kidding me. Shout out to Doc, man. Shout out to Doc. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for being here.
Hundreds of billions of dollars. And then they say, oh, you're soft.
Wait.
China paid me hundreds of billions of dollars. And then they say, oh, you're soft in China. I remember President Xi said, if you're soft on me, I'd hate to see if you were bad. And by the way, Putin said
that never happened.
And she said, if you're soft on me, I'd hate to see if you were bad. And by the way, Putin said the exact same thing. If you're soft.
That never happened. By the way, wait. This picture tells you everything you need to know. Where is it? Where is it? This picture right here. This picture right here tells you everything you need to know. Donald Trump got dog walked, as I'd like to say, as maybe more of a Gen Z kind of thing likes to say. Donald Trump got dog walked. And this picture right here tells you everything you need to know. Look at Putin coming out of a meeting with the president of the United States, Donald Trump. He is happy. He's excited. He's smiling. Donald Trump looks defeated, worn down. You know, this is yeah. Obviously, Trump.
I'd hate to see you bad. This is a good thing. You know, the press, if I said get along with him great, the press would say, oh, he said he gets along with him great. No, this is a good thing. This is a smart thing. And
Yeah, okay. All right, buddy. Yeah, time for bed. Time for bed, buddy.
we have the enemy outside, which would be the very standard countries, and we have the enemy from within. We have some very sick people from within. I think that the people that go around indicting their political opponent, especially when their political opponent didn't want to do it to them, I could have done it so easy.
Okay. I mean, we already talked about like the stupid indictment stuff from Donald Trump. But I always find it funny when he equates, not funny, like more concerning than anything, when he equates like enemies outside of the country, like, you know, like North Korea, Iran, things like Russia, equates those enemies to people here at home. He's like, yeah, they're like on the same level. By the way, the enemies here at home, according to him, are people like Jack Smith, who have followed the law and indicted Donald Trump, like impaneled the grand jury, presented evidence, gave him due process, and indicted him for breaking the law because he broke the law. That's who he thinks are enemies, quote unquote. Remarkable that this guy has. I mean, can we just take a look at what's the 538 average started polling? What's the 538 average for polling? Yeah. I mean, Harris is ahead by 3.2 points nationally, 3.2% nationally. I mean, and this is quite like the divide. Like when Harris just became the candidate, around when she became the candidate, you know, she was at 44.6, he was at 44.2, and now she's 3 points ahead. I mean, it's remarkable. But yeah, like I think that the American people, like truly in my heart of heart, I think that the American people like see through the crap. They see that like Donald Trump's talking about this utter nonsense, just this utter nonsense. And I really think people are sick of it. I mean, look, we see Trump supporters in my live all the time. We see Trump supporters at his rallies and stuff like that. But, you know, I've said this from the beginning, and I said this when Biden was the nominee as well, that I just can't comprehend somebody voting for Donald Trump. Like a rational American. There are a lot of irrational people out there, no doubt, right? But like a rational American who cares about this country, which I think there are a lot of people out there who do care about the country. Like, there's no way they're voting for Trump. That just is insane. Where are we at here? We did this one? Yeah, we did this one. All right, let's see what we got here.
It's not a tax on the middle class. It's a tax on another country. If you look at McKinley, who was actually a great president, he made the country rich. It's probably the richest we ever were, relatively. But he taxed countries for coming in and taking our jobs, for bringing us their product, for taking away our factories because they would make it and come in. And he taxed them. It was called a tariff. And it's not a tax.
Okay, I mean, okay. Right?
Tax on people. You know,
it is a tax on people. It is a tax on people. If we're putting tariffs into place, that is a tax on the people. It's raising the cost for companies to import things from countries around the world, which means that if a company imports it, that cost is not eaten by the company, it's passed down to the consumer. It's 100% a tax on the people. And like, look, I think there's something along the lines of Trump raise family taxes or something like that. Yeah, here it is. This is what I'm referencing. If Donald Trump and his tariff plan goes through, it would increase the taxes for a typical American family $3,900 a year. $3,900 a year for your typical American family. For a middle-class family who's working, they're paycheck to paycheck, they're struggling to get by, this $3,900 is a lot. I know for Donald Trump, who's had a golden spoon in his mouth his entire life, has never felt any sort of financial adversity. Oh wait, hold on. Somebody. Yo, RJ, appreciate the $9.99, my man. Why doesn't Trump highlight his policies for re-election? Why does he always call what he did the best in history and make it sound as if Kamala wins, somehow the earth will blow to smithereens? Great point, my man. Genuinely great point. It's insane. It's just insane what Donald Trump, like, it happens with every election, by the way. Republicans say, oh, if, remember, they said this in 2020 for people who are like paying attention in 2020. They said that if Biden wins, we're going to turn to socialism. My God, look around. Has the country collapsed? Has the economy fallen from the sky? No, right? The Republicans do this every single election. It's so crazy. But anyway, thank you, my man. I appreciate you, RJ. You're the GOAT, man. You're the GOAT. Thank you for the super chat. If you want to super chat or become a member, there's like a money symbol, like a $sign at the bottom right of your screen, or should be around there. You can become a member through that or super chat. I know we're all kind of, I'm still learning the ropes of the YouTube live streaming, so kind of getting our footing here. But God, it's crazy. Anyway, let's move on.
They also announced they're very low on ammunition. When I came in, they announced we had no ammunition. And I said, number one, who's the stupid person saying that? You could tell a couple of people, but who's the person that wants to say the United States has no ammunition? We're giving it to all of our people all over the world, in particular Ukraine. We're giving them massive billions of dollars of stuff. And I rebuilt our military all in 4 years. I had great people. Doing this. And I restocked our ammunition. We had so much ammunition, it was coming out the gills, as they say. We had missiles. Now we don't have ammunition.
Look at it. Look at him again. Look, he did it again. This is a man. He did it again. This is a man who has absolutely no idea what Donald Trump is saying. Absolutely no idea what Donald Trump is saying. Not a clue. This guy had no idea what's going on. He's what the hell am I getting myself into? That's what he's thinking up here in his brain. He's no idea. He did it again.
How would you like to be President Xi sitting there saying America has no ammunition?
Okay. So we've I don't even know what he means by ammunition. I guess he means like military equipment. He's saying we didn't have military equipment when he got into office. That is utter nonsense. We invest more in our military. Look, United States military, I can't spell military investment compared to other countries. Where's an image? Look at this. Donald Trump tells us, he says, we never have ammunition. We, the United States, spend more in defense than the next 10 countries combined. That includes China, Russia, India, Saudi Arabia, UK, Germany, France, South Korea, Japan, and Ukraine. We spend more than all of these countries combined right now. And Donald Trump wants to say we don't have ammunition or we didn't. My God, this guy's such a lunatic. By the way, here's the most common arguments I hear from MAGA. Foreign assistance under Trump. Foreign aid. Let's just put foreign aid in there for SEO. It's from Forbes, I think. Look. This is what I'm talking about. Before I'll preface this. Number one of the most common arguments for MAGA is that under Biden, under the Democrats, we send so much money abroad to countries we assist with. Now, a lot of these countries we should be assisting, like Ukraine. We absolutely should be assisting them. Donald Trump can't find Ukraine on a map, but we should be assisting Ukraine 100%. But just for the record, Donald Trump also sent money abroad to similar levels to that of President Obama. Like even higher than some of President Obama's years. In President Obama in 2014, we sent $43.1 billion in foreign assistance abroad. In 2018, under Donald Trump, we sent $47 billion. So the idea that like, oh, Trump like cut spending abroad and we weren't sending money to other countries under him is nonsense. And we should be sending money to other countries. Not every country, obviously. Alan, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Shout out Alan. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for becoming a member. Sorry, I'm like, I can't really see the chat when I'm doing all this, but shout out Alan for becoming a member. But just for the record, so just for your knowledge, because I always think this is a funny argument when they're like, oh, we're sending so much money to Ukraine. Trump also sent like billions of dollars to foreign countries when he was in office, just for the record. And so, yeah, this whole like we don't have ammunition thing is utter nonsense. What? Oh, no, this is the one we just watched. That's final one.
Than me, but we were having a problem. You had Adam Shifty Schiff and all these bad people, including Hillary and others, coming up with this
Oh, you just hear that like sound he made with his mouth?
Russia hoax. And I told Putin, I said, you know, it's a shame because we could have done a lot of business, the countries together, but with this whole fake thing that's going on, and he understood that. I said, it's a fake deal. He actually said to me, he said, it's tough to make a deal now. I said, you're right, it's tough. They created a fake narrative, this Russia hoax. It was a hoax. And we could have had a much different relationship with Russia.
Oh, my God. Trump just like wants to be best friends with Russia. I mean, we know that, but he just wants to be like best friends. He wants to have these deals and trade with them and have all this business, and we could have a much different relationship. No. How about no? We don't need Russia. We don't need to trade with Russia, especially not now because they're illegally invading Ukraine. We don't need to trade with Russia. His obsession with Russia is so strange. Putin must laugh, says Jay when he talks to him. Yeah, 100%. It really wasn't a hoax. Yeah, exactly, Susan. He's such a lunatic. I don't want any business with Russia. Anyway. Yeah, look at this. Like that. I like that. Wait, what do we got here? Oh, yeah. This is really loud. Look at this. That's funny. I like that. Yeah, Ted Cruz sucks. But yeah, no, that was really bad. Like Trump interviews are always bad, but that was oh my God. Oh my God. Alan, thank you for the $100. And what is that? Is that a super chat or super stickers? What is that? I'm learning the ropes. Give me a second. Hold on. That looks like a super chat. Yo, Alan, thank you so much for this super chat. $100. Please show some love to Alan, my man. Please show some love to Alan. $100. Are you kidding me? Wait, let's read his message. I want to just found you a couple weeks ago. Welcome to my Brian, Luke, David, etc. playlist. Top tier commentary, brother. Glad to have joined you. Alan, thank you so much, man. God, $100 in super chat. That's crazy. Shout out Alan. Shout out. That's crazy. Show some love to Alan in the chat for me. Look at you guys going crazy for Alan. That's amazing. I love the vibe in here. It's fantastic. Thank you, Alan, my man. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, that's super cool, man. Super cool. Yeah, man. Shout out Alan. And shout out to all the members and people super chatting as well. I really appreciate you guys. Like, we're here on YouTube. We're having fun. So I appreciate you guys like being here and showing support. This like one piece of hair just wants to stay up the entire time. So yeah, look at all the blue hearts in the chat. I love that. I love that. So what else do we look at here? I don't even know what else to look at. Ooh. Wait. Oh, okay, thank God. Sorry, I thought I saw something I didn't. Yeah, I don't even know what to look at here. What do you? Golly, I can't find the member button. Yeah, unfortunately, you can only do it on like desktop or a laptop or like go to your browser. I don't think you can do it in the YouTube app if you're on a phone. Harry, your comments are too funny. Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm reading the chat right now. We're like 3-month deficit replacing ammo and powders under tight supply for citizens to obtain. Deficit replacing ammo. I mean, is there a source on that by any chance? I like the freedom we have to say how much we don't like Trump. I totally agree. Oh my God, RJ, my man, my best friend is a Trump supporter. Thank you for the $9.99. I brought up his policies and facts as to why Biden was better than Trump. He said, kudos to you for doing research, but I know how I felt under Trump. What should I do? Just keep hammering it home. Look, I find that like you're never really going to convince somebody of your view on like the first time you talk to them. You know what I mean? But you might over time. So just like keep hammering it home, keep hammering it home. And also, it's also like always, I think, very effective to bring it back to issues they care about. So, like in debates on TikTok, I try, if it's somebody that's like actually worthwhile talking to and worthwhile convincing, I try to bring it back to like a topic they brought up. So, what, for example, with immigration, you've probably heard me say this a million times if you've watched the TikTok lives like frequently, but Trump killed an immigration bill. Like there was an immigration bill that was in play, or that it was in Congress, it was being negotiated, it was proposed, and Republicans killed the bill. And they killed, like they it wasn't even like they tried to negotiate this, or they tried to like find some compromise with the Democrats, even though there was already a compromise. They just killed the bill. So if you have like a buddy who's telling you, oh, the immigrants are coming in, number one, point out how that has nothing to do with Joe Biden and domestic policy. And number two, point out how the Republicans literally stood in the way of an immigration bill. Remarkable. Anyway, make sure to, again, like the stickers and super chats. Yeah, there should be like a circle with $1 in it on their bottom right. That allows you to super chat or become a member depending on your device. Harry, have you already discussed the clip of Trump calling Byron Donalds? Oh my gosh, yeah. Let's see if Trump Byron. Let's see if we can find this clip. Twitter is such a mess these days. It's like, can you load, please? Is it this? Oh yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen with you. Here we go.
Oh, look who we have. Byron, stand up, please. Superstar of the future. He's already a superstar, but he's a superstar of the future. Byron Donalds, Florida. Wow, that's nice to have you here. That's good. He's great. He's great. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. That one is smart. You have smart ones and you have some that aren't quite so good. But we have a group of people that are really.
My God. So first of all, let me do one thing. Number one, David, thank you for the 1999. I agree with you, Harry. How can anyone vote for the mindless MAGA maniac mascot? I love that. That's a tongue twister. How could any genuine Christian, those non-Christian nationalists, or any faith-grounded or value and principled-centered person vote for him? I have no idea, David, but thank you for the 1999. You bring up a really good point. And I saw Killer there with the $1.99 as well. Shout out Killer. And shout out David. I appreciate all the support. You guys are going crazy tonight. I really appreciate that. But this is like, so I actually posted a video on YouTube earlier today about this. Like it's Trump posted this really racist attack toward people of color. I think he was specifically referencing like Middle Eastern people, or people at least of Middle Eastern descent, or people that appear to be of Middle Eastern descent, just people of color generally. I posted a YouTube video about this. And I think that this applies, what I said in that video applies here, which is Donald Trump subscribes to subtle racism, meaning that he's not coming out and directly saying like, oh, a person of this race is bad, or a person of this origin is terrible, right? He's not coming out and directly saying that. But what he's doing is very, very, very subtly hinting at it. So with this Byron Donalds quote, that one is smart. You have smart ones and you have some that aren't quite so good. Byron Donalds is a Black member of Congress. Thank you, JC, for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Shout out all the members. And saying I got it. Yay. Thank you, JC. I appreciate you. Byron Donalds is a Black member of Congress, a Black Republican. And Donald Trump is using language like, that one is smart, referencing a human being, a person of color. That one is smart. You have smart ones, and then you have some that aren't quite so good. I mean, guys, it's so obviously, it's like a microaggression. Markeith, I like that in the chat. It's a microaggression. Absolutely. It's a microaggression. 100%. Yo, Lee, thank you for the $10 saying, not sure if you know, but the parallels between Jan 6th and the 1898 Wilmington riot, the only successful coup in United States history, is wild. From the fear-mongering to calling themselves the red shirts, it's similar. I'll have to look into that. I'm not familiar with the parallels, Lee, but thank you for bringing that to my attention. That's fascinating. That is fascinating. Dog whistle. Yeah, Q, that is the question. 100%. 100%. It's a dog whistle. It's a dog whistle. It's a microaggression. It's very gross. It's just like the way that Trump talks about people is gross. It's wrong. It's it's part of the reason why he should absolutely be disqualified from. This video is going viral right now. That's great. It's one of the reasons why Donald Trump should be disqualified. Like, he should never be near the presidency for the way he talks about people of color, the way he talks about just people generally, the way he talks about women. You know what I mean? I'm a blue dot in a very big red state, Louisiana. You got it, JC. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. You had a governor's election that wasn't that was pretty close in your great state of Louisiana. There's things to be hopeful about in your great state. Again, make sure to keep liking the stream if you haven't already. Like the stream if you haven't already. It helps. It goes a long, long way. It goes a long way, ladies, gents, boys, and girls. But yeah, really, like, that was, so shout out, I forget the name, I apologize, but shout out to the person who brought that to my attention. I hadn't made a YouTube video about that, but I did make a YouTube video about this today. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. No, please, no, please, no, please. We don't need to see a Trump ad. This. Oh, wait, you can't see. I'm sorry, apologies. This. Yeah, stop. This is what Donald Trump posted today. Let me I mean, are you kidding me? This is so obviously racist. like incredibly racist. Incredibly racist. Incredibly racist. Like, what he's doing here is, like, notice the races of these people. None of these people are white. And Donald Trump is insinuating that these people are going to be your neighbors if Kamala Harris wins. And they're burning an American flag. He's framing these folks as, like, criminals, as bad people. And it's a dog whistle. It's a microaggression. He's not explicitly saying that, like, oh, people who appear to be of Middle Eastern descent or people of color, if they're not of Middle Eastern descent, are bad, they're wrong, they're going to come into your neighborhoods and things like that. It's the gross garbage that so often comes from Donald Trump. You know, it's the garbage that comes from Donald Trump so often. It's really, and like, just look at his Twitter account these days. Look at this. Oh my God, this post is crazy. This one. So as you probably saw, there was a terrible, terrible tragedy. We learned that an American citizen died in Hamas captivity in the Middle East, in Gaza. And, like, here, let me pull up another Twitter browser so we can get Kamala Harris's response. Did she put out a statement? No, she did like a tweet. Oh yeah, okay. So let's just do this. Let's do a fun little exercise here. So as I just mentioned, like, we learned tragically that an American citizen died in Hamas captivity. And let's just compare the statements of the two presidential candidates. So Vice President Kamala Harris from her VP account. So maybe we should go to her campaign account. But if not, we'll do this one. Oh yeah. Oh wait, my apologies. She retweeted this from her campaign account. It says, on October 7th, Hirsch Goldberg Paulin, an American citizen, was taken hostage by Hamas terrorists. He was just 23 years old, attending a music festival with friends. We now know he was murdered by Hamas. Doug and my prayers are with John Paulin and Rachel Goldberg. I can't read. It's late at night. Goldberg Paulin, Hirsch's parents, and with everyone who knew and loved Hirsch. Americans and people around the world will pray for John, Rachel, and their family and send them love and strength. As is said in the Jewish tradition, may Hirsch's memory be a blessing. Hamas is an evil terrorist organization. With these murders, Hamas has even more American blood on its hands. I strongly condemn Hamas's continued brutality, and so must the entire world. And she put out, like, an entire statement, things like this and whatnot. So very professional and heartfelt, right? Kind of directly addressing the parents and things like that, and saying Doug and mine, of course her, are praying for them, things like that, right? Oh, wait, hold on. Did I miss somebody? Wait, I don't want to make... Yo, Gerald, thank you for the... Wait, is this... Hopefully this is new. Thank you for the $5, Gerald. I think... Yeah, it's new. Thank you for the $5, Gerald, for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. So, yeah, so good statement from Kamala Harris. Now let's read Donald Trump's statement. And by the way, I always find Trump statements very difficult to read. Like when I'm making videos and I have to read Trump statements, it's always very difficult to read because it's utter nonsense. It's just utter trash. So let's give this a read. We grieve the senseless death of the Israeli hostages, horrifically, including a wonderful American citizen, Hirsch Goldberg Polin, murdered by Hamas due to a complete lack of American strength and leadership. Already politicizing the issue. Make no mistake, this happened because comrade Kamala Harris and crooked Joe Biden are poor leaders. Again, politicizing the issue. Americans are getting slaughtered overseas. More Americans died in terms of soldiers under Donald Trump than Joe Biden overseas, while Kamala is disparaging and making up lies about Gold Star families. Not true. And Biden is sleeping on the beach. Not true. They have blood on their hands. Sadly, this is the total lack of leadership that Kamala and Biden represent. One that allows terrorists to take American lives because they only care about weaponizing. First of all, why is this capitalized? Why is weaponizing capitalized? No, I don't want to ask Rock. Can you go away, please? Why is this capitalized in the middle of his statement? Weaponizing a Department of Justice against their political opponent. Why is that capitalized? Just like the debacle, why is that capitalized? Of the Afghanistan, why is that capitalized? That claimed 13 American lives. Kamala and Biden's judgment has not only put lives at risk, but it's directly responsible for unnecessary deaths that should have never happened. None of this is addressing the parents. None of it. None of it. Doesn't mention them. And instead just politicizes it, saying that somehow, magically, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are responsible for Hamas doing what they did. Our country and our amazing people are not safe under Joe Biden. We will be left safe under Kamala Harris. A terror would have never happened. Again, if I were president, and I would stop the day I'm back in the Oval Office. Really? Then why did we have terrorist attacks on American soil under Donald Trump? Like in 2017. 2017 terrorist attack, USA. "17 terrorist attacks in the United States in 2017, compared to 6 in 2016 under Obama. And of course, Las Vegas, where an anti-government extremist killed 58 people under Donald Trump. If his whole argument is that, oh, when I get back into office, this will never happen, then why the hell did we have a terrorist attacks on our own soil, more so in 2017 than we did in 2016? If that's the case, if we're so safe under Donald Trump, why is that the case? And God, it drives me nuts. Like genuinely, it gets me like very heated when I hear him talk about Afghanistan. I'll explain in a second. Rami, thank you for the $9.99. Harry, you're such an amazing young man. Thank you for all that you do. God bless America and our future president, Kamala Harris. Yo, shout out Rami. Show Rami some love for not only a super chat, but an amazingly kind message. Shout out Rami. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your lovely message. And of course, remember to subscribe to the channel because I post on YouTube every day. And like up the stream if you haven't already. And of course, if you want a super chat or whatever, there's like a logo in the bottom right, with like a dollar in the middle of it. But it gets me so angry when Donald Trump talks about the debacle of Afghanistan that claimed 13 American lives, because again, Inspector General blames Doha Accords for Afghanistan. Can't spell. Where is it? Look, Inspector General blames Trump's Taliban deal for Afghan collapse. So if Donald Trump wouldn't have made a bad deal and wouldn't have rushed it and negotiated only with the Taliban, this would have never happened. And again, McMaster, Afghanistan, oh my God, Trump, just the other day. Where is it? Trump. Wait, where is it? Look, even this guy, McMaster, he faults Biden and Trump for messy withdrawal from Afghanistan. And this is a whole transcript of it all, but he talked about how Trump negotiated directly with the Taliban. This is his former national security advisor. Trump bears some responsibility for the chaotic Afghanistan withdrawal. General McMaster, former general, retired general, lieutenant general, who served as national security advisor under Donald Trump, said that he bears responsibility. And of course, and then the Inspector General of the United States, who did an entire investigation into this, also correctly blames Donald Trump. So when Trump is going around saying, oh, the 13 American lives are because of Biden and Kamala, give me a break. What happened to these 13 American heroes is tragic. But to blame it on Biden and politicize their deaths is disgusting. And if we want to play that game, as I just mentioned, God, let's play the game. Let's play the game. Look. Under Trump. Look, U.S. troops' deaths compared under Trump versus Biden. Where is it? Where are the numbers? Look, 65 American service members died in combat while serving under Trump during his time in the White House from January 2017 to January 2021. There were fatalities every year of his presidency. And of course, 45 of those deaths were in Afghanistan. So if we want to like politicize people's deaths, I mean, it's first of all, don't. Number one, don't do that. But second of all, it's an argument that Donald Trump is going to lose every single time. And like the fact that people bring this up as an argument in the first place is so wrong. So it just gets me heated when they talk about like Afghanistan like this. So crazy. But that's Donald Trump's Twitter account as of late. Let's see. I'm going to read the chat a little bit. Most smart people, says Gina, don't believe anything out of Trump's mouth. Yeah, exactly. Anthony, vote Harris Walls, vote blue and vote Harris. Hell yeah. I need to always stress to people who say God bless America that we should never tell God to bless us. We are supposed to bless God, and then God decides on his terms if he will bless us, says Little Horn. Peace baby, exactly. Great point. That doesn't count the hundreds of men that got concussions when Iran attacked their base, but Trump called it headaches. Yeah, that too. 109 U.S. soldiers got traumatic brain injuries as a result of Iran attacking our American soldiers in the Middle East, and Donald Trump called it headaches. He called it headaches. He brushed it off as headaches. Are you kidding me? I mean, please, like, let's talk about this for a second. Trump attacks McCain. Let's talk about Donald Trump's record when it comes to talking about our service members. Here we go. This might. Yeah, look, Donald Trump attacks his intelligence. No, Donald Trump attacks his.
Okay, I found this on the web for you.
Please, Siri. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop, Siri. Siri on my desktop. Yeah, there's a whole Wikipedia page to Donald Trump's attacks on John McCain, a war hero, an American war hero. Look, in 2015, in the same interview, Trump, he's not a war hero. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people who weren't captured. Okay, I hate to tell you. That's what he said about a war hero who was captured. And then in the same interview, he insulted McCain's intelligence, saying, I said he graduated last or second to last. He graduated last in his class. He was upset. I said, why? For telling the truth. And look, according to a September 2020 article in The Atlantic by Jeffrey Goldberg following McCain's death in August 2018, Trump, according to 3 sources with direct knowledge of the event, allegedly told his senior staff, we're not going to support that loser's funeral. The article goes on to suggest that Trump became furious when he saw flags lowered to half staff in honor of McCain, telling his aides, what the F are we doing that for? That guy was an effing loser. About a war hero, ladies and gents. About a war hero. About a war hero. And of course, losers and suckers. I mean, look. I mean, you all know this, but Trump called American soldiers who died at war losers and suckers. And, might I add, look, Mr. Bone Spurs. Mr. Bone Spurs. Mr. Bone Spurs himself. Oh my God. I'm not subscribing. Donald Trump avoided the military draft 5 times. Look, Donald Trump's draft deferments. I'll sign into my New York Times account for next time. Donald Trump's draft deferments, 4 for college, 1 for bad feet. Dodged a draft 5 times. My God. Trixie, thank you for the $10. I appreciate you saying, I feel no matter if Trump wins or loses, he's going to sell us out to the highest bidder. Well, that's why he needs to get fucking prosecuted for what he did with those classified documents. Doorman, thank you for the $5 as well. My wife and myself are both longtime Republicans. She's 73, I'm 68. We both fell in love with you and have learned so much. We're voting for Harris Walls. Oh my God. Can we show Doorman and Trixie some love, please? That is amazing. Lifetime Republicans. She's 73, I'm 68. Lifetime Republicans, ladies and gents. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Wow. That's remarkable. That really is remarkable. Thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you for sharing that with me. That's amazing. Yeah, lifetime. God, that's so fantastic. So shout out to them. Shout out Trixie and Doorman. We love people who do the right thing. You know what I mean? We love people who do the right thing. So, look, I think we might call it quits. I say, how long have we been live for? Like an hour? Hour or so? When did we start? We've been live for like an hour and 20, hour and 30. Yeah, welcome Doorman and Trixie. Welcome, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, I think we'll call it quits there for now. So thank you guys for joining the live stream. I appreciate you guys being here. It's very kind that you joined me this evening. I did a super chat. Susan, why isn't it not showing up? Well, Susan, regardless, if you did, I appreciate you. I don't know why it's not showing up on my end, but I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You're amazing. But when are you going to do debates again? Hopefully either tomorrow or the next day. I checked my voter registration today. Everyone should. Shout out Cynthia. Damn right, everybody should. Yeah, I think we'll call it quits there. I think I'd say a successful second stream. Talked to some people. New members joined. People super chatted. We went over Trump's interview, debunked him a little bit. That's always fun, isn't it? That's always fun. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you being here. It always means a lot. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I post on YouTube and we're going to be doing more streams here, more streams on YouTube. And this channel is like, it has the videos, it has the YouTube, it has, or the lives, and it has posts and all that good stuff. So definitely check it out and subscribe if you'd be so kind. We're on the way to 200,000. Hopefully we're at 113. Got to get all the way to 200,000. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. And we will talk soon. Okay? Sounds good? Sounds good to me. Have a great rest of your night. And I will see you at some point. All right? Thanks, everybody.